Hello and welcome everyone, I'm C.S.Gilmore and this is Pacific Drive. Now I do recommend making a few adjustments when you first start playing. For one, brighter nights, I just turned that on because I've played it with it off, and trust me, the nights are like, you can't see a thing unless you have a light source. And that would not be great for my recording, so we're just going on. There's probably some other adjustments you could make. These are old games, so we're gonna start down here for the ease of making sure we know what we're doing. So they've recently done a big update which added in some differences to save features and also to like this feature here where I could skip the opening sequence. But for the sake of showing it to you, I think we'll do that without jumping past the tutorial stuff. From the very beginning. Now, you can do a whole lot here of be able to customize how hard you want it for the base game. I think there's an endless mode or something like that, which is not as customizable, unless I missed something. But I'm not all sure on the details or how to do the endless mode just yet. It's one of those things I haven't messed with yet. It literally just came out today, or I think it was today anyway, very recently. As you can see, you can pick several difficulties, from very basic, no problem, to the standard experience where everything's a bit difficult, to congratulations, everything's horrible. An extreme gauntlet challenge mistake, it reaches an overall for failure, also with much harder, and failing a run will delete your save file. So there's Iron Man. Kitty, what are you meowing about? Not usual for you to be running around meowing. You okay? They always wait until I start recording before they start meowing and running around like the world's ending. What are you meowing about? What? Just look at me like, I don't know what's meowing. What are you talking about? Cats are weird sometimes. Alright, we're just gonna do the standards though, because I don't want to do Iron Man mode for sure. And trust me, this game is challenging enough on Saturday, but I don't want to do easy peasy mode either. In 1947, the Olympic Peninsula became the staging ground for a promising new technology. As rumors of its utopian creation spread, so did stories about overnight evacuations, unsolved disappearances, and unnatural encounters. In 1955, the government walled off a section of the peninsula to establish the Olympic Exclusion Zone. For 30 years, the zone's borders grew until the government withdrew and sealed every access point. What happened inside was never disclosed. And why we're here, I'm not sure. Why we are here. Oh, we're making a delivery, okay. Yep, stay on the roads. Yep, okay, basic stuff. We're gonna... Can I kill the radio? Maybe not, this might be built-in stuff. Wipers on. Lights on, very important. Brakes, gas. Can't look at any of that. You can turn on the inside light, which is kind of nice. Alright, let's go forward. So I think this music right here is just we're stuck with it. I know later in the game we'll be able to turn off the radio. I think this is just the opening sequence music. That said, there are times where we really want the radios on because there's channels on the radio which don't just play music. It's all blocked off. But yeah, there's music that comes up on the radio sometimes. You do all sorts of weird stuff with, like, or there isn't music, like I said, it's more like talk shows and things. and some of them are really interesting and help with building the lore of the universe. Puddle wipers. And as you can see, we're driving. You can actually get out of the car in this game, though. In fact, we'll be getting out of the car quite a lot as things progress, but not this car. This car is just our starting intro car. So we have a lot of things to do right now. A lot of stuff ahead of us. And hopefully, YouTube won't blank out this entire section from the music playing. Alright, so this is just a little section to get us the hang of driving, really. As instead, stay on the roads. As you can also see, these roads suck. See for headlights. Yeah, you definitely want those in the tunnels. Alright. Wait. Can we read that sign? Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll do it the hard way. Back up. Okay. Warning. You might have to hang behind. Warning. Okay, wait. R levels. Facility extreme caution advised. Further something direction. R. I don't know what R levels are about, but okay. Radiation levels, maybe? That's a big wall. Well, we can get some speed on this hill. Alright, there's the exclusion zone. We can't go this way. In the world is that? Is that a pipe? That is a huge pipe. And going off this beaten path. Which actually I think it was in line with what our map seems to do. That's not good. Whatever that was. Pretty sure we're supposed to be outside of the zone, and so weird things should not be happening right now. But things are definitely happening. Good look at this game. Oh, whoop, well, at least it decided to pop or whatever before I hit it. These are becoming a lot more frequent. I should probably be worried about that. Just be looking. Oh, my car just stopped. Oh, okay. Okay. Now we just got portaled. Yeah, this is a very interesting game. There's anomalies, there's all sorts of stuff. We're trying to figure out what's going on. Because we're now trapped in the anomaly zone. A floating tire. Lovely. The Olympic exclusion zone. That's bad. Get to safety. I think this is what's left of our car. That's radiation there. Shoot, there's radiation everywhere. Can I avoid the radiation? At all? Is there a path here? Can't tell if this is a path through the radiation or if I'm gonna get hit. Okay, I should just run through as fast as I can to not take as much damage. Can't go up that way, that's all blocked. Doesn't look like we have stamina here, but who knows if that's going to continue. Crouch. Got it. Crouch is good. Jump with space. Yep, I figured that out. Standard control scheme. I do know we have health and things. I always forget kicks.
Hello? Someone out there? Hello? Sworn. Never mind. Francis, the radar's acting up again. You were supposed to tune up this piece of junk years ago.
Pick and hold, pick up the wheel. Where am I putting said wheel? Right here? Okay. Anything else in here I can grab? I don't think so. This car has seen better days. But this car is going to become a lot better. Alright, now we're in the radio. We have the radio we can turn on and off. I'll take it into drive.
Oh, the signal. Yes, it's back. It's back. This is Tobias Barlow and Francis Cook, located in mid-zone Sector B. Do you read me? I'm picking up your distress signal in the outer zone. It looks like you're somewhere around Sector E. Hey, Francis, come here. Yes, it's urgent. Leave that interferometer alone for a second. Something is out there.
I wonder if they're picking up signal-wise to be able to even tell.
Hey, we got a live one. Hey, do you copy? Hello? Hello? Is this thing working?
They don't have a transmitter. We won't hear a thing back.
Huh. But if they're stranded, could they, they're from outside? They're a preacher? Hey, how did you get through the barrier wall? No one's gotten into the zone in ages and lived to tell about it.
And if we don't get them to safety, this one won't either.
That's a good point.
Oops,
Hey, if you're in serious danger,
the
instability's closing in, and it's going to scramble you quicker than beef in a blender. Your closest shelter is a few miles east. Get there however you can, and be quick about it.
Alright. Get what gas I can. Okay, this one has tutorial levels of gas. Looks like there's anything else I can get out of this. Later on, gas will be a much more tricky resource to manage in a lot of cases. Thank you. Vroom. Back in the drive. We gotta move. Radiation setting in. Let's go.
Whoa, wait, hold the phone. There it is again, that blip on the spectrometer. I've seen that waveform before, but where? No kidding. Could it be? A remnant?
That can't be. There hasn't been one in decades.
Look at that spectral fingerprint and tell me that doesn't match the remnants exactly.
No. What we should be looking at is how fast this creature seems to be moving.
Huh. You know, if I didn't know better, I'd say they're going about the speed of a... No way. Do not tell me. They found a remnant and it's a car this time? Holy cripes! No one's hands working wheels in here for ages. Boy, I'd kill to know how a combustion engine's still chugging away out there.
Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, the breacher needs to get to safety. Then we can look into whether that car is a remnant or not.
Spin out. My heart of hearts, I already know. They're back, baby.
Radiation poison. Moving on.
You find that shelter, go on and let yourself in. Hoppy ain't gonna like you poking around in there, but better to face a bad side than let the zone eat you alive.
I wonder how this place, like, how they're saying there's a shelter here. So I'm really curious how anything actually offers a shelter at all. Like, Poppy's Auto Shop. Did I just lose a wheel or something? I feel like my car is barely doing anything. Something went wrong today. Feels like. Alright, well, let's get out and park it this time. Look around. What have we got here? Got a bunch of junk. That is locked. That is strange looking. That's locked. What was that glowy thing over here? Something glowy in there. Now you can turn the object glow off if you want. But I definitely recommend having it on, just because it will help with finding items and whatnot a ton. Alright, we're going here. Alright, can't get in there wherever that thing is. But I know that that opens up later on due to storyline progression. Breaker on. Ah, yes, totally normal garage.
Who's there? The shop. God, it's been breached. You've got 5 seconds to get the hell out before I... Ow! My head. It's an emergency broadcast.
Hello, attention. This message is for Dr. Ophelia Turner. We'll send a breacher to your garage on official zone business. Now, we have it on very good authority that this person is in possession of a remnant, which has taken the form of a car, and, well,
You're on the remnant thing. She's not gonna care.
right, like I said, super official zone business. Protocol, demands that you keep them alive until we can get them to safety. Now, if you do not comply, I will occupy this broadcast channel with a recitation of the entire collection of poems I've personally written. That's 10 years and 17 volumes and...
That voice goes like a nail gun to the skull. So, another breacher, huh? How do you outsiders not understand that Arda didn't build that 300-meter wall out there for fun? Unless you're one of the unfortunates who got zapped through.
Yep.
Wait, I just remembered. I don't give a damn why or how you got here. You're trespassing, and I'd kindly like you to get the hell out of my zone. Unfortunately, the barrier wall is as fortified against creatures trying to get in as it is against anyone or anything trying to leave. We have to find you a way out. So you might as well start by fixing up that car. Just don't break anything in my shop with those soft hands of yours.
Soft hands. Alright. Now that they're done talking, I'll fix this.
What? You need help? Well, there's a headset somewhere in the garage. Put it on. The built-in diagnostic will tell you what needs fixing up.
Alright, patch myself up with the super medkit. There we go. Yeah, I just didn't want to... In case there was going to be more said once I picked it up, I didn't want to interrupt what was already being said. Just in case. Because I wanted to get that story. Plug it in. Connected. Replace. Part. Okay, oh, yep, that tire went away. Okay, that's why we were driving funny. Well, okay. That tire did not last long. Pick up a wheel. Where? Oh. Nice of it to have rolled off over here. I'm guessing it just popped. Is this my wheel that popped off? Or is this a different wheel? Put the wheel back on. Okay, yeah, so it's my wheel that popped off as I drove up, I guess. Craft a replacement door. Add to your to-do list. Open the headset. Blueprints. Crude door. Pin to checklist. Gather items from the abandoned car behind the garage for your checklist. Search the abandoned cars in front. Oh, now it'll let me search. Okay. Search the toolbox by the garage door for a pry bar. I love that this headset is apparently telling me all this. That's gonna be useful. Yep, and I can just shift click it to grab faster, which is good. Oh wait, I need to click one to equip that there on hotbar. Pry open. Flare, glass, okay. Search the dumpster by the garage. The magic dumpster. Okay. Road flare. Scrapper. What's with the heart? Essential? Okay. V, more info? Could I get more info on that? Tear anything and everything out there with this ferocious homemade tool. Reduce items to raw materials in moments and walk away feeling mighty. Okay. Well, time to get more resources. All the goods. We're gonna want all of this for the time being. We need a lot of info. Especially since we have a lot of repairs and stuff. Go. And everything I can get off of this thing. Looks like we are done scrapping. What else? Yeah, you can scrap a lot of stuff in this game. Doesn't look like that's scrappable. And the items do have durability, so I can't just, like... I don't know, I can't just, like, use this thing endlessly. It will break down in time. Alright, we're here. Crude door. Crap. We'll be making better doors later. But right now, one crude door, please. Let's put it here. Repair putty from the locker. Oh, we're gonna want that for sure. Let me assign that to 2 for now. Spare tire. First aid kit is... Wait, where'd it go? Oh, it's in my hands. Okay. I was like, wait, where did my first aid kit go? Because it wasn't in my inventory. It's because it went directly to my hand. Okay. And that. We're going to want those. And you get a logbook for everything. So, if you ever want to get ideas of how things work, read the logbook. They need to be activated. Yeah. So many things. We're probably going to ignore most of that for now. If I remember correctly, though, I can actually store everything resource-wise in these lockers, and it'll just draw in automatically when I go to use it. Equip the repair putty, repair car body. There. This one is very bad. Don't know how this stuff works, but it's magic. Super tech. missing that one. Gotta fix this door for sure. Yeah, we gotta get a lot of better parts because our car is junk right now. Fix this tire up. I don't feel like dying horribly. Fix the flat. Scan it. Okay, C. I forgot that was a thing. Been a while since I played. I played this game way back when it like first came out. I can fix this with a sealing kit, huh? I have a mechanics kit, and yeah. Rear tire in the locker. Or repair the flat by crafting using a sealing kit. I'd rather make a sealing kit right now. Man, I wish repairing tires was that easy in real life. One of my tires is about to break. This one needs repairs. Scan the loose wheel. I do like that they have different symbols to tell you what's going on, so once you get familiar with it, you can just look at things and go, ah, yes, this is the problem. I think that fixed that all the way. Some things not repair as much from the repair footage. I guess so. Well, that was one really damaged. Alright. Well, this one, I have this for... yes. Little tap is all it needed. Outfit the car. Install cardboard boxes in the trunk. Because, you know, you need those for storage. Can't just stick stuff in the trunk. Nice. We have lots of storage space now. This in here for now. Keep that on my person. Send that to 4. Back up. Alright, crafting mat. So we can do building on the road. So
there's a little prototype of mine in the garage. The arc device. Hook it up to your car, wherever it'll fit.
Which is right here. This baby will do a lot.
This beauty won't just be your tour guide. It's your North Star and the only way back to safety. Heck, you should consider it the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit if you plan on staying alive. That's how important this thing will be to you. Yes, that's my very own invention. I'll tell you more about it if you live long enough to use it.
Alright. And it's also our map. Blueprint for a gear. Okay, and pick up the impact hammer blueprint. Okay. That seems important. I don't remember those being there in the original design of this game. I wonder if they changed it up at the start of that for them. Use the pump to fill the fuel tank. Oh, yeah, we do want to have that. Throw the switch to charge the battery. Yeah, totally not gonna get electrocuted for this.
If you're all set, take a look at the projector against the wall.
Let me see here. Am I all set? I've got a crowbar that's beat up. I've got other things beat up. No, I don't have anything I need for that. Because I need gas cylinders. I could make some gears. Which I guess I'll stick in the car for now for see if I can. Oh, I can craft them in the car later. Okay, but yeah, I'll stick them in the car for the time being because I don't have a gas cylinder to make the impact hammer with yet. Wait a minute. Something broken on that door and missing a back door. What is this? Oh, is this what it's talking about? Alright. Fix that with a sealing kit. And yeah, I don't have a back door on my car yet. Let me see if I can what I can fix here. Do I have anything for any of that? Nope. Those things I'm gonna have to live without for now.
This is the zone. Within these borders, all matter has lost the ability to hold a constant physical state. What that means is the shape, size, and makeup of just about everything constantly changes. A mile of grass can turn into 10 miles of swamp in the blink of an eye, and it does. Constantly. It's caused by something we call instability. We're completely surrounded by it, and once you've watched it chew through entire mountain ranges, you'll understand that you don't want to get anywhere near it. We can only survive in here within pockets of stability. That's what you're standing in now. And that's what you're seeing mapped on the route planner. If we're going to find you a way out of the zone, you'll need to build a new antenna. Until then, you won't be able to detect stabilized routes beyond your immediate area. So, you've got to go hunting for parts, and that means taking a drive. Go on, pick a route. The arc device in your car will then show you where you need to go.
Alright, we gotta pick this.
Off you go. Make a left out of the garage and follow the access road.
Alright, it says this is the area I can exit from. Perpetual stability. That I know is a thing that is extremely helpful. Take all the time you need, the instability won't advance. Otherwise, if you go into a section, there will be a certain amount of time you'll have to work in the area before it starts collapsing and you have to get out of there before you die. Alright, lots of info. Let me look at the details here real quick. None of those. Alright. Lots of not recognized things. Gateway energy, claim for gateway. Okay. Right. Guess it's time to leave. All those are good. Away we go. Go left. Down the road. Just down the road. Be more careful with that. There I go, breaking my car already. Trying to look at the dashboard a little bit closely while I was driving. Alright. They've changed up the look of this. This game did not used to look quite like this. So recent updates have made some adjustments, I can tell. It was a while back when I played it, when it like early when it came out. So they've had some time to take feedback and adjust things accordingly.
Okay, newbie. I'll keep this simple. Don't want to overwhelm that little brain of yours. You'll need a few things to rebuild the antenna at the garage. First on the list is plasma. The woods are littered with plasma generators. Look for a research trailer or a spark tower. But that's those antenna things zapping you when you get too close. Both are always accompanied by plasma generators.
Alright, well let's check out this little...
The arc device is picking up on some plasma generators nearby. Your headset has a built-in scanner. Use it on the plasma generator and it'll figure out the tools you need.
Yep, I need that.
Looks like it's ripe for the picking. Can't get at it with your hands, though. An impact hammer will do the trick.
There's the missing stuff I needed. Gas cylinder, chemicals. Yeah, okay, now I can make an impact hammer to get at those delicious plasma containers. Totally not just get incinerated by them like I probably would in real life. Supply containers. Ooh, that's different. What is this? Lab reports. Alright, so that just adds it to my logbook. That might be fun to look at. Let's see here. Lab reports. 4. There is a lot of pickup of collectibles in this game. once again, they're not something you have to have, but they do add to the lore. So I love the lore in these things, so I like to collect them. This is number 4, though, so we're a little out of order for some lead up to it. This is the real deal. This is how we truly make money from limb technology. Forget the physics, forget the engineering, it's the chemistry. What we've got here in the secret to, yeah, what we've got here is the secret to a host of new, more efficient catalysts. See, petroleum refining is dependent on a variety of catalysts, right? But there are a boatload of applications in everything from pharmaceuticals to biocatalysts. They are the secret ingredient in so many modern industrial processes, and we have the key to lowering their activation energy to ludicrously low levels. Imagine how much the chemical and petroleum companies would pay for this. And if Arda won't sell, then we should really... Wait, we shouldn't talk about this here. Yeah, let's talk about potentially cutting out the company while talking about the company. Okay, why can't I exit this? There we go. Impact hammer. Yeah. That's better. Might be able to do that. Back to the crafting. Impact hammer. Good. I do like that it just auto draws from like my backpack and areas around me. Durability, 15 uses. Oh, that, yeah, okay, this is some info I don't believe it had before. 10 impact damage use, resource yield fair. Yeah, I don't recall them telling me most of this info previously. Okay, we'll put that there. Impact hammer, rotate, goes there. We'll attach that to 2. Go. Once I break this building won't have power. Then I get delicious plasma to build things.
Look at you, out in the zone all on your own. They grow so fast, don't they? And I'll be back at the helm. Been a long time, old gal. Didn't think we'd talk again after that whole Sasquatch incident.
Yes, I was hoping to go another decade without hearing your voice again. What, did you finally talk Francis to death?
Hello to you too, Oppie. And no, I'm still here.
Is there a transfer all button? Ah, T for transfer materials. Okay. Doesn't transfer everything, but it transfers the majority of stuff. Locked, basic. Okay, what do I need to unlock it? Pry bar. Pry bar, pop it. All the ditties. Yeah, so you see how dark it is in here? You can't see anything. I can't see anything just about. Now imagine it being that dark all the time because you went out at night somewhere. And you are going to end up somewhere at night no matter what you do in this game. And this is with, I believe, and imagine like I was playing without the light nights or brighter nights being activated. Okay, thing is might be hurt here. Yeah, something's hurting. Is this place radioactive? Okay, we'll just quickly grab all the bits. Remember the key bindings. Ooh, another thing. Theories 3. That'll be fun. Theories. I think everything pauses when I'm in this menu. You can set it so it doesn't pause while you're in this menu, but I highly recommend make sure you have the game pause when you're in this menu, because otherwise it's more trouble than it's worth. The real reason they won't let us into the zone, it's not because they don't want us discovering what's really there, it's because they've been tunneling. They're using this technology to create shortcuts all around the planet, so you can go into a tunnel in Washington, come out in China or Egypt, or maybe a mall or something. And Arda will control all these tunnels and use them to regulate trade and tell us where we can or can't go. Anyway, they've already built the first tunnel, and you know where it goes? Idaho. Because they're coming after me for tax evasion. I owe $54. Sent by CC. Okay, someone's either a conspiracy theorist or off their med. Betting it's conspiracy. Get out of it. Sodium vapor light. Pressurized cartridge. Okay, I get a lot of it. That includes some copper, which I don't think I have any of otherwise, so I'll do that. Now, if I recall correctly, there's a tool which would let me actually get light bulbs out of that, but I don't have that tool right now.
Hey, driver, I bet you're dying to hear all about the remnants by now.
How can you not? I'm a little busy trying to keep them alive.
I'll get to the basics, I promise. They deserve to know what they're getting into.
Fine. I'm giving you 60 seconds.
That is not nearly enough time to get...
55 seconds and counting.
Okay. The remnants, in short, they're old objects that do all sorts of weird things.
Alright, put all that back. That goes there. Uh-huh. Oh, I can right-click to use. That's healing and the like. Oh, it creates items when I use it. That's interesting. Let's keep the medkits on me.
They bind themselves to people, and you're the latest victim. You and the car are inseparable now, so get acquainted. Once the remnant is bound to someone, they become gradually more obsessed with it. It takes over the victim's mind until they go crazy and run off into the zone with it. No one has ever been able to resist its siren call. That fixation is probably worming its way into your brain as we speak. This is the first time we've ever got our hands on one. But we know all about the past remnants, and oh gosh, this one time it materialized as an old copper kettle, and the tea that came out of that thing, it was...
And now I'm splitting the transmissions going to your receiver. Anything critical to your immediate needs will broadcast directly and immediately to your radio and headset.
Anything not mission critical will be on a low priority frequency. Those transmissions will be recorded and indexed for you to listen to at your leisure.
Yeah.
And by low priority, I mean just about everything that comes out of Tobias's mouth.
Yeah, they don't seem to get on. Can't electrocute me without power, can you? Uh-huh. Use some more rubber. Anything else here? Could get gas out if I need to. That's good to know. Alright. I need your plasma, thank you. Spark tower, huh? Wonder what could we have given it that name. Oh wait, probably that. There we go.
Well, it looks like you're near one of the old guerrilla radio stations. That ought to be prime pickings for antenna parts. I've loaded its approximate location to your map. Look for an antenna tower up on a hill somewhere.
Alright, so we need to gather things together here and work on improvements and all that other stuff. So we've got some stuff down here around the corner that we didn't look into. Structures. Which one was the light switch? E. Oh, I can just do that for now. Gas radio station camping. Alright. How do I play? Logbook? I guess I have to go to the logbook. Where are my manners, driver? We never really introduced ourselves. Not really. Tobias Barlow, former ARDA maintenance manager. Here with me is Dr. Francis Cook. I was a R&D scientist researching limb technology right here in the zone. We live right in the mid-zone, just a hop, skip, and a jump over another big old wall from where you're at. And that old bat over there, that's Dr. Ophelia Turner, former director of research and development herself, the mother of limb technology, the maven of electromagnetism. That's enough, and resident party pooper. Okay, I feel like there was a way to make that, like, actually play, but I don't... I gotta experiment.
Oh, shit. My. Where are our
there it
manners?
is. Now it's playing.
Driver, we never introduced
Okay,
ourselves.
oh, I see why.
Not
I clicked the
really.
play button, but it didn't
Tobias
actually kick in
Barlow,
because
former
I
ARDA
was
maintenance
in the
manager.
menu where time is
Oh, and
paused.
here with me is Dr.
I
Francis
understand
Cook.
now.
I was a R&D scientist researching limb technology right here in the zone.
We live right in the mid-zone. Just a hop, skip, and a jump over another big old wall from where you're at. Oh, and that old bat over there? That's Dr. Ophelia Turner, former director of research and development herself. The mother of limb technology, the maven of electromagnetism.
That's enough.
Resident party pooper.
Checking around to see if there's anything interesting around this thing. Looks like... Yeah, this is another reason, though, I really recommend turning the icons on for the containers you can scavenge from. Because in these pitch black areas, it's so hard to tell where anything is to begin with. And to actually know which things you can actually take is very helpful. Now, eventually I'll get a light, and I'll be able to maneuver around a lot better. But for the moment, I'm in a bit of a pickle as far as visual goes for in the dark areas. Okay. There's that. Yeah, it doesn't look like I have stamina. I can just keep running pretty well here. You can throw stuff with... Looks like if you hold and click right mouse button. Or click and hold right mouse button versus just clicking it. Yeah. Okay. That'll be useful. Map showed another... Let me see. Alright, gas station over there. Probably need to go to that. Radio tower over there is my goal. Let's go up here for now. And grab resources, though. Like I said earlier, perpetual stability is a big deal. You won't see it very often. And especially like the start of a game like this, I recommend take full advantage of it to get as many goodies as you can. Because you're going to be struggling for resources. So close to these out light. bit here and another one. Okay. We're just gonna go a bit further down. Oh, hey there. Stop. What is that? Bollard. Okay. Well, I need more plasma. The electrical current, so I don't kill. And there we go. There's where I came in, I think. Alright. That would be really unpleasant to, like, drive into accidentally. What's this? Electrician's kit. Broken keypad. Okay. Probably have enough material to make one of those by now. Razor engine, gear, first aid, impact. Why not? Okay, interesting. Maybe I can't make that right now. Sealing kit, mechanics kit. Don't see a electrician's kit. Maybe it's something I have to unlock. Interesting. Well, let's store those. Anything I really need to make right now. It's suggesting parts, but I don't really need to at the moment. Another anomaly. Pothole. Looks like goddamn pothole, but okay. Okay, got some goods. Looks like no matter what we do, we're gonna generally get irradiated to some degree. Plug. And I know what to do with this. Normally we'd have to wait, we'd want to wait until the story tells us, but I can grab this right now. I'm gonna do that. These things are gonna be very handy for later, and it'll be nice to not have to come back and grab them. Looks like everything's gone a little unstable over there now. As a result of me grabbing this. There's some things in there. Apparently it did, because those lit up. Oh, that's right, I didn't get into that one because it was part of a kit I don't have. I was thinking the other one. We put these in here, which gives us energy, which will be used to unlock a bunch of new recipes, as well as be used to escape when things are need to be escaped from. Alright, unfortunately I don't see a way to get into that. Unless I'm completely missing something in my blueprints. Yeah, I don't have blueprints where I need to get in. Alright, well, we're gonna move on. Okay, that can be looking weird there for a second. There's radiation. I haven't scanned radiation yet, have I? One second. Hot dust. Okay. I guess that's one thing to call it. Yes, I knew I left the car running and all that. Another plasma tower. Ooh, that one has 2 generators. This gas station's seen some issues. No, how many? Wow, this one has a ton of plasma. Alright, I gotta be careful though, because that means it's gonna take a bit before I can break it enough that it won't. There we go. Okay. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Got a little hurt there. I do like that that's a feature though, that like so they can have multiple power sources. One, because it makes it nicer for grabbing a bunch of that at once, and 2, it also just changes up little details here and there. Like how I react to that. Oh, we can get gas here. Nice. I should... Anything good here? I know later on I can get an item that'll let me actually like harvest stuff from these vehicles. Like some pieces. Like I could just pop this tower off, this wheel off, or this panel off. Like an armored panel would be a phenomenal find. Right, get some rare resources from breaking down
That
those.
radio station's up on a hill somewhere.
Yes.
Eyes to the horizon.
Thermosac crystal. Later on, there won't be as much of an issue, but right now, that's going to be a tight commodity for me. The armored items should have 1 or 2. That's done. Time to build another. Oh good, it automatically puts it right back on the hotbar where I had it before. That's a nice touch. So yeah, a lot of the game is just spent harvesting things, because you're going to need it. Scan this part. Abandoned Squire. Yeah. Steel panel. That sounds something. Nope, didn't have any special resources. Okay. There we go. Let's check out the gas station itself real quick while we're out of the vehicle and just see what we can grab. We can come back out, park the car over here, and refuel it a little bit. Open sesame. Anything good in here? More healing. Actually, I should use that. Alright, I think that's everything I can get. Wait, what is that? Anomaly. Apply boot. What? What does that even... What? It seems like a bad idea. Gas station. Car frame. Man, I gotta remember to just scan everything, because you can scan so much junk. Alright. The gas looking like anyway. Pretty full still, but I should... Before I forgot to fill it up before I left. I should fill up my emergency gas tank. As well as my current, like, if I grab this, I can go fill that. And then I can fill the back fuel can. So that way I don't have to siphon stuff out later. I can just have it filled already, ready to go. Alright, got some good stuff on this run so far. Let's heal up some more. Is my right mouse button not clicking? Alright. Let's keep moving. Oh, wait. Were those there before? Tourist. Bullards. Okay, so you can read all little things about all of them. There is a lot on here. Should probably just do these as a reading later. Like, just all at once. Now, these, as I recall, not have the oomph I needed to have. Alright, we'll try a different road. As I recall, these explode. They sometimes give you goodies like the thermoplasm crystals, which can make blowing them up occasionally worth it, especially in the early game. Also, as I recall, they kind of act like weeping angels in some regards. They move around when you're not looking at them, and they tend to follow you, but they're not like dangerous in that regard, other than if you knock them over, then they go off and explode, and that can kill you. But they won't, they don't just like harm you on their own otherwise. Okay. Come back, I need you. There we go. I'm surprised I didn't hurt my item this much. This looks weird. Is this... Where are these? An old bridge? Anyway, let's go get in our vehicle and move on with the storyline now. I think we've done enough sightseeing, grabbed a lot of resources, and we are progressing. Very nice. Oh, there's more. You know what? Not worth the time. We got a lot of good stuff out of this, though. Plasma. Okay, now it's just because I do know I'm gonna need more of those things, especially the plasma. Burns so much plasma. Go. Nice place. Can I just save on time and run up here? Actually, no, that's a cliffside, isn't it? Can I climb this? Oh, I can't. Okay, that'll save me time having been trying to navigate my vehicle around. Good. And up we go. Go over here real quick. The surrounding landscape. Click one broadcast transmitter. Hear the blinging from it. Where is it? Oh, wait. Is this it? Okay, let me get some room. Alright.
Time to get moving. The instability's ticking up by the second. But you can't get back the way you came. The instability makes all routes one way. And that's where my arc device comes into play. It'll get you back to the garage, but it needs to be charged first. But don't you worry your pretty little head about how it works. You'll be out of here soon, so there's no reason to learn more about limb technology than you need to know.
Mm-hmm, sure. No, no. That goes there. Okay.
The arc device is charged and ready. You'll use it to open a gateway back to the garage, but it will immediately collapse the stability around you. So only activate when you're absolutely ready to leave. You do not want to get caught in the storm that follows.
Create a gateway, and I have to be outside of that circle in order to do it. But first, I need enough energy. I have enough energy right now, but I want that extra stuff. So let me mark that spot on my map. There we go. That'll help me find that. When you grab these things, it causes a bunch of anomalies to go off in the area around them. So it's always good to, once you grab these things off their pedestal, to not just stand there. Oh, this is different. They changed up some of this. I wonder if it just randomized it.
Hey, Hoppy, look, I keep thinking...
Those anchors may look like glowing balls of magic, but it's limb tech through and through. Don't be scared. They haven't exploded in anyone's face recently.
Okay, now if we could go back to not interrupting that. Hold on, I need to test this one. Currently,
hey, Hoppy, look, I keep thinking, the way you're helping our friend here right now seems positively helpful. Seems like me. You're looking to turn a new leaf or something?
The only thing I want to look at is a 12-year-old whiskey. And the back of this breacher's head when I send them packing.
But isn't it worth taking a detour to run just a tiny little test?
Can't think of a worse way to spend my time.
Please. I've seen you manipulate waveforms with your right hand and knock back a double with your left. Or am I to understand you've lost your touch?
What I'm understanding is that you won't shut the hell up until I test this remnant.
Yep.
Fine, stop crowding my frequency.
What? Wait, really? Hoppy, darling, you never give in this easily. What's going on?
Francis?
Yes?
How have you not thrown him to the bunnies by now?
80 years old and only getting sharper by the day. You're a legend. You're a role model.
The bunnies.
I'm giving you 10 seconds to get out of my...
Okay, we're signing off.
Hey, driver, good luck out there. And watch out for the bunnies. They are a doozy.
Right, I should probably be worried about that. Bunnies, huh? Go, got some goods out of there that I want. What type of car is this? Just a normal car? Okay, I don't care as much then. This is not another one of those suppliers where I can get good stuff out of it. Let's head for that. Probably pull back a little bit from this just because I don't want to have the anomalies that go off from me grabbing and hitting my car. Because if the car dies, I'll be in a lot of trouble. Can we scan this thing over here? That looks really cool. Yeah, checkpoint. Okay. Access checkpoint. We scan. Wait, have I scanned this? Alright, yes, I did. Really mild reaction to that thing. Usually it's a lot of work. Guess it is we are in the tutorial. I'm thinking of from previous experiences in other portions of the game. I feel like that would be a weird place to have that. Like that could cause problems. Also, I noticed you may notice that like some of these light up more than others. That's because some of these are stronger than others. They give you more energy. They probably bigger effect. Maybe not. I don't know. But I know they give me more energy if they're more glowy. Those. Alright, and now we're ready to make our escape. Back to the garage. We got everything out here we're gonna get. Let's just activate one of these. And gotta get driving.
You see that glowing pillar into the sky? Drive into it. Yes, it looks like hot death, but it's so much better than getting scrambled by the instability.
Totally normal thing to do. Got it. Oh, it's an abductor. Okay. Don't want to get too close to that. Oh, spinning out. Okay. Work with it, work with it. Use the spin. Ah, yes, that's totally normal. Totally. Not deadly, problematic stuff, but better than what's coming from. So, on we go. Alright, got a bunch of stable energy, don't have any unstable or crap.
Oh, well. You're alive. We're certain if the zone didn't get you, that gateway would. Did I not mention that you're the first human I've sent through that thing?
I mean, there have been rodents, but it's not like it's completely untested. But anyway, it worked. So, you should have made it back with everything you collected out there. That's the beauty of the gateway. It's the only way to get back with all your marbles intact.
Alright.
Now, take those parts you found into the back room. I'll let you use my fabrication station. For now. That station will concoct ways for you to rig up anything from roof racks to flare guns. Assembling an antenna with those parts you brought back should be easy as pie. But it requires anchor juice to work its magic, so bring back as many as you can. And just because I haven't used that garage in decades doesn't mean you can trash the place. Mess up my equipment and I'll throw you to the anomaly so quick you'll get whiplash. We clear?
Yep. Crystal clear. Oh, there's all sorts of stuff in here. A handbrake? Alright, we're just gonna toss those in here for now. Bunch of resources. Hand vac, that's useful. That's an item I didn't have before. Crude bumper, crude panel, some repair stuff. Handbrake. Seems important. Oh, it's huge. Alright. And what's in here? What's this? Okay, customization station stuff. Oh, these are extra big. That's why I can't grab them. Okay. Go to here. So I don't want to waste these putting them on facing just this second. Maybe I shouldn't have picked those up yet. Okay, I need a special device to use those. Just stick these in storage for now. And yeah, I don't want to use these yet though, because I'm definitely going to replace a bunch of the pieces on my vehicle. And I don't want to just have them get used up. Alright, scanning antenna. Bring the cosmetic items back to the garage to equip them. Yeah. Deposit the page shelf. Really normal construction methods there. Well, we have an antenna now.
Antenna signals coming through loud and clear. Give it a moment to initialize.
Alright, car maintenance, install handbrake. Yes, put those there. Yeah, so those items I found are items that will let me do different things.
Make sure to empty your trunk before heading back out. You'll need the space.
Okay. I think we've got all the basics taken care of now. What is it saying? Search dumpster. Okay, yeah. It is good to check this regularly because it recharges after each run. Recommended driver's checklist. Battery jumper road. Okay, they have quite a bit.
And we're patched. Everything's in working shape, more or less.
Alright, so
I've
just
hooked up the antenna to the route planner.
A little extra
Give it a
carry
look
thing.
after you're done peeping through my garage.
Alright. So, yeah, I have a lot of repairs to do and a lot of work on this vehicle to make before it's ready for the next run. That's the initial entry to Pacific Drive. That's basically the tutorial run there. We have a lot that we'll be doing based off of this. This is really important later. Yeah. Okay. The story will continue, and we have a lot more to do, but for now I have a lot of I just have a lot of work to do to fix up my car with what I have here. So I'm gonna end this episode now, and we'll work it out later. And we'll pick up like after I'm done fixing things up in here. I think that'll be good. I should get some battery jumper, headlights in good condition, panels, doors, bumpers. Yeah, I have a lot of work to do. Okay, so thanks everyone so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like, hit subscribe to keep up with new releases if you're new here and haven't done so already. And otherwise, I'll put a link to the Steam page for this game in the description. And yeah, I recommend checking this game out if you like this sort of thing. It can be a little grindy at times, but the gameplay is pretty interesting. I like the lore and the general design they've made for this game. There was a lot of work that went into this. Definitely had some time that's been refined a bit more than it was. When I first started playing, it had just come out, and there were a few glitches that were interesting. Let's open that door up. That'll make things easier in the future. Alright. Yeah, I have a lot of work to do, so good night, everyone. Bye.